Okay, so this is an impromptu live. I will just start by introducing myself and then I'll start talking. Nobody knew that I was going live. I just had the opportunity to do it. So I thought, let me just do it. Let's just get on and go live and try to get back on the horse with getting a card out. So welcome. My name is Melinda Hart. You are watching Stamping with Hart. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today we're going to make this really cute, very simple card with the More Than Autumn bundle. This bundle is going to be available on September 4th when our new mini catalog launches. And that mini catalog, I can't open it yet, but I can show you the cover. So this is the upcoming catalog. This will be active from September to December 2024. So this bundle is actually featured in there. This is the card that is going out with my catalogs actually. So we can do a little bit of catch up, but we'll do that while we're crafting. How about that? So I'm not sure how long the live is going to be. Probably not too long. We're going to keep this simple. But let's just try to get our card together and see how we do. So number one, how cute is this? It is so adorable. I couldn't wait to work with it. This is just going to give you a little bit of a better look at the dies. Wait until you see the catalog samples. I can't show you, we can't open up the catalog, but we are allowed to make projects with the products that we buy during pre-order. And we can show those to you. So that's what I'm doing. But once we can open the catalog on September 4th, you'll be able to see those. And yeah, they're really cute. But just to give you a sense of the character of the dies, look at all of this. So we have pumpkin spice, coffee, latte, apple, season, hot cocoa, nothing's better than. We have a lot of like iconic imagery, and that leaf actually, you can either just do the outline of the leaf or you can do a fill with the leaf. Let me see if I can get that a little bit closer there. So I know we're keeping it simple today. If you happen to be jumping on live, I would love to hear from you. One of the things that prompted to do this live, we have our updates on Tuesdays. So I wanted to chat with you about that. But I also actually heard from somebody who was asking me if I was going to be putting out an August paper pumpkin video. And I'll explain to you what happened with that. So I hope so, but I'm waiting on a replacement box. So we'll get into that in a minute. But let's go ahead and we'll get started with this card so that you won't just have to stare at my table looking like this. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to make. And let's go through and I'll tell you the products that we're going to use. Okay. So this is our pumpkin pie cardstock. This is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So very simple card base. I like to put an insert on the inside of my card, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I just realized I didn't cut an insert, but we'll just do that together. All right, and so here is the card that we're going to be making. So for our pieces, we're going to be using a 3 1/4 by 5 piece of basic white right here. We're going to be using, this is actually our pumpkin pie in the 6 by 6 designer series paper. So that's part of the Brights paper pack, the Brights designer series paper. I'm using the pattern with the lines, okay, and that's cut to 1 inch by 4 1/4 inches. And that's just going to go right there. I am using our perennial postage dies for this piece right here. And this is actually our a little latte DSP. So this is what the piece looks like. These are 12 by 12 sheets, but I have this already cut out. All right, and let me just make sure I'm telling you the right DSP. I'm pretty sure I am. Yes, a little latte. Okay, and then we have a piece of basic white that was also cut out with the perennial postage dies here. I already cut out the Nothing's Better Than in white, and then I cut out this little coffee in our early espresso cardstock here. We're going to do just very light coloring today, not much. So I have the ivory and bronze blends combo, and then I also have the pumpkin pie combo for the coloring that we're going to do for today's card. And then we'll also be using the pecan pie and pumpkin pie colors for our card today. Okay. So we're going to use this right here. So we're going to use our coffee cup, and we're going to use the whipped cream here. And let me just go ahead. I would normally stamp this in Memento Tuxedo Black ink if I was going to do coloring with my blends, but because it's such light coloring, I'm just going to use our ink, and we'll keep it in the browns family. So I am just going to, I'm a little rusty, you guys, so bear with me. But we're just going to stamp this right here. And then, so for this one, I'm actually going to stamp it off one time. Now, you can do the coordinating die cut for these, right? Like if you want to. This is one that's already been stamped and die cut out. And that's actually basic beige. But I'm going to use that for a different project. So we're going to just keep the same color. We're going to use pecan pie, but I'm going to stamp off on scrap paper once. And then we're going to get a little bit of a lighter brown with our whipped topping. So it's actually, they're both pecan pie, but one is just a slight shade lighter. And then we're going to get our pumpkin pie and our little pumpkin. Look at how cute this little pumpkin is. I love this little pumpkin. And then we're going to stamp that in pumpkin pie ink. Okay, so I'm going to keep this pumpkin low. So low on the wrapper on the cup here, because my coffee is going to arc right over top of it, or arch right over top of it. Okay, so I'm just going to save some space for that. So we're going to do our coloring before we glue that on. Hello, Kathy. So as you guys are coming on, if you can hear me, if you can see me, just give me a shout if you feel comfortable, and let me know if everything looks good on your side. And then I'm going to close this too. We can always open those back up in a minute. So we're going to do a little bit of coloring before we go ahead and assemble this. So let me just put this here. Okay. So I am going to start with our coffee. So I'm just going to use bronze. I'm not doing any complicated coloring for this. We're just going to keep this nice and simple. Okay. So I'm just going to literally color this in, because this is a coffee themed card. All right. Yeah. So when my August paper pumpkin kit arrived, it arrived very damaged. I'll actually show it to you in a minute. So sometimes when our kits get a little bumped up in the mail, we can still work with it. Like we can still basically use all the pieces and everything. This one is not workable. So I'll show you. I can tell you that in the 5 years, probably going on 6 now, I would have to double check, but let's say 5. In the 5 years that I've been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, this is the first time I ever had a kit so damaged I actually had to call for a replacement. And they were really wonderful about it, and they told me that they would send out a replacement. So that's what they are doing, and I am waiting for the replacement. I am going to get Pumpkin Pie Dark now, and I'm just going to go at the top of our pumpkin here. I'm not going to do any crazy shading or anything. We're just going to try to do like a slight two-tone look here. And then you can color your little pumpkin however you want. It would be just fine, even if you just wanted to use Pumpkin Pie Light or Pumpkin Pie Dark just on its own. Okay, and then for our whipped cream here, okay, so just to show you that, for our whipped cream, I'm going to use ivory, and it's very subtle, but it really does add some warmth. So all I'm doing is taking my blend and just kind of following the artwork from the designer to give it a little bit of an accent there and to really make it look whipped creamy. Okay, so we are officially in pumpkin spice season as far as the coffee places go. Even though it's not officially fall yet, that's like the unofficial fall kickoff, right? So I felt like it was the perfect time to do like a pumpkin spice theme. So you can see it just gives some warmth to it there. Now, if you would want to go back in with your brown and just kind of do another layer over, or if you do want to use one of your brown, if you have the pecan pie blends and you want to use the combo and do like a little bit darker on one side or do some fun shading, you could do that. I'm just gonna, there we go. Just give it a layer, and you can see like as you layer it that it sort of builds up some color there. And that's pretty much it. So a nice and simple card, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put our card together, and then maybe we can do a little bit more stamping for the inside. I'm going to put this down first. So we'll start with our basic white. Ooh, I just went off the edge there. Hang on. Let me get my scrap paper. There we go. Okay. I'm usually so good about that. Okay. And then I'm going to do my Brights DSP layer next in pumpkin pie. I'm going to, I really do prefer the stripe side to the other pattern. They're all nice, but I love stripes. I love polka dots too. Okay, and then you could put this next layer up on dimensionals if you want to. I'm actually just going to glue it down. A little latte DSP I think is going to get quite the workout in the fall and winter seasons with this bundle. Okay, so that is the, the main part of the card base here. This we are going to pop up on dimensionals, but I'm going to glue this first. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this. I want to make sure it's on every letter so that this sticks down. This is pretty small, but so cute. And I love it in early espresso. It really stands out. Okay. And then we're just going to put this right down over our pumpkin. Okay, isn't that cute? So cute. So nothing's better than coffee. And just in case you're not a pumpkin spice person, it doesn't specifically say that, but I am going to stamp it on the inside. So this is your chance. If you want to change it, you could always change it. There are lots of different options that you can choose. You could do a cinnamon stick. You could do the pumpkin and apple, a heart. If you just want regular coffee, you could do iced coffee, gingerbread, cinnamon, candy cane. So we have sprinkles here. It's just so cute. And then we have even eggnog, and there's a lot going on here. Peppermint. So yeah, you can really pick and choose what you want. If you don't have a coffee person, you probably have somebody who loves hot cocoa or tea, or even eggnog for the season. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to get a little bit of adhesive on the back of this. It's not as easy to see because I'm using basic white for this one, but it really stands out on the DSP. Okay, so I'm going to put this right towards the top here. Give it a little bit of space, centered. Okay, and then we're going to pop this one up on dimensionals, and we'll cut our insert. Let's see. I have a lot of these with edges that I'm trying to use up before I use my new one. So we'll just do that. And pop this on the back. or I should say pop this in the center, or slightly lower than center, but pretty much center. Okay, and then if you want to add embellishments, you can add embellishments to it. I actually left the embellishments off because I was mass producing this card. So I just want to leave it the way that I made it. Now, for the people who are getting my catalog, it's a little written insert that's on the inside. But for this one, we can decorate this one together and have a little fun with this. So let me just grab a couple of blocks, a couple of my clear blocks here. And then let's go ahead and say, well, first we need to cut our basic white, don't we? So let's cut one of those pieces down real quick. Trimmer's always on standby. I'm on my last trimmer blade. So that's the question that I should probably be asking all of you. That said, I use my trimmer constantly, but I go through my blades pretty regularly, so I have to get a new trimmer blade refill. Friendly reminder before you start getting into those holiday cards to get your trimmer blade refills. Okay, so I'm going to cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. You could also do, 3 1/4 by 5, something like that. I'm going to do 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until this catalog comes out. I cannot even tell you. I think that we have all been bursting at the seams to really dive into this. So now I have my insert here. And before we put it in, let's go ahead and say, nothing's better than grateful it's finally. So we can say that, or you had me at, that's funny. So let's do grateful it's finally. And you can see brand new. Okay. Okay, grateful. I'm actually going to put this down because I have a tendency to bend them if I don't pick them up like this. Let me get a slightly bigger block. So we'll do this in two-tone. I'll do pecan pie first. Okay. Grateful it's finally. And we'll put pumpkin spice on the same line. And we'll do pumpkin pie for that. So cute. I love the font on this. Is that spice there? Okay. All right, we're doing pretty good so far. And then we'll put season and pecan pie as well. Just have a little fun with the color. That is so cute. Now, the leaf is a die, but not a stamp. So if you want to put a little leaf there, you can. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop my little pumpkin on either side. Oops. I'm going to pop my pumpkin on either side, and I am going to try kind of sort of fixed it. I'll fix it with my blends. Okay. Let's see if I can salvage this. All right, and then I'm just going to color that in. I'll try to keep it similar on the other side. We'll do our pumpkin pie light. So a little boo-boo, but not too bad. gosh, isn't that cute? That would be great with like an extra strip of the designer series paper too, whichever one you would want, whether you want to do a fall pattern that you have, pumpkin pie, a little latte. It would look so cute. All right, and then let's go ahead and we'll just put this in here, and then I will show you guys what we have coming up here, or at least what my plan is. My plans are always fluid, unfortunately, but now that my son is back in school, I'm hoping to announce a live schedule pretty soon. Okay, doesn't that look fabulous on the pumpkin pie base? I love that. Okay, so here is, let me just make sure. Yeah, it says that my volume is on. Okay, so here we go. Here is our finished card. Isn't that cute? All right, so just a nice, simple card. It's been a crazy, crazy month. I feel like I've been saying that for a while now, but August was very interesting, including this morning, but got through it. I actually didn't even make my coffee until, I don't even know, 1 o'clock, something like that. So let me get my paper pumpkin kit. I have to unravel I have my headphones all tied up here, so hang on just 1 second. Okay, so let me show you what happened. We can at least talk about it for a second. How about that? Okay, and I'm just going to set these cards off to the side. So for those of you who are going to be seeing the replay, this is my August kit. So it got pretty destroyed. This was actually how it was in my mailbox. So when I opened my mailbox, I was like, what is this? And like when I look in here, I can see that the dimensionals are okay. And probably one side of the paper might be okay for like to cut up for alternates. But oh my gosh, I didn't even fully take the wrapper off of it because I was taking pictures that I, thought I was going to have to send to Stampin' Up, and they didn't even make me. So, yeah, isn't that sad? Doesn't it just make you so sad to see that? But I will say, I've never had to request a replacement before this month. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a little bit delayed. Unfortunately, it's just, and it just continues. Like on this side, it's bashed in here. Like, I mean, the whole thing was just, yeah. So I will open it. I will go through it. I'll see if there's anything salvageable. Every celebration dies, if you don't already know, this is the add-on die set that you can purchase to go with your paper pumpkin kits. And so for August's kit, it is the Hooray, which is, it's hard to see because it's backwards on here. So if I turn that around, that's not much easier. But the Hooray die is actually the one that goes with the August kit. This goes with July, and then this goes with September's kit. The subscription period is currently open until September 10th. So if you want to get a fall themed kit, they're describing it as like a fall whimsical theme. Make sure you're subscribed, or make sure you're reactivated, or that your prepaid code is activated by September 10th. Okay. And we're coming up on that faster than I would like to admit. So those are the add-on dies that are perfectly fine, and they go with this kit. So when I do get the replacement, I will plan on doing an alternate video. You may or may not have noticed that I did not get an alternate video out for July either. So there was a lot happening. We were traveling. It was a lot. But here are some of the things that I have coming up. This is actually just the sleeve for my More Than Autumn dies. But Choose Happy, this is actually from our annual catalog, but it's got all of these fabulous themes for year round. So we're talking holidays, we're talking anniversary, birthday. I mean, this is like a jam-packed set. And we have imagery as well as either the greetings or the sentiments, however you want to describe them. This was designed, or I should say inspired, by one of the $1 Million Stampin' Up! Earners. Her name is Renee. I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Conkey, maybe. And I do have to state the disclaimer that less than 1% of demonstrators achieve that milestone, but I just wanted to mention that I have this stamp set to work with, which I'm really hoping to bring into the fall season. Let's talk about Haunted Home, okay? I haven't even opened these yet, and I could not wait to get them. I could not wait to get them. So let me tell you what's going on with Haunted Home. Hello, Patty. It's nice to see you here. I know. Are you talking about my paper pumpkin kit? Aren't you so? I'm just so sad when I look at it. I'm so sad. But they're sending a replacement. They were awesome about it, and when I get it, I will do that. So let me tell you guys what's going on with the Haunted Home kit. I will be making this. I will be doing a video. I apologize for being so delayed, but this kit sold out, and I wasn't sure if it was coming back again. And Stampin' Up! Did announce that they are actually going to bring this kit back, but it won't be back before Halloween. They will have it in November. And for those of you who are like me and you're planners and you want to be sure that you have some for next year, we'll just stock up for next year. So at least the kit is coming back, but it won't be back in time for Halloween. That said, I have 2 of these. So I plan on putting the actual kit together as they designed it, which is like a decor item, haunted house decor. And then I have a second kit that I am planning on doing alternates with. So I do have that listed to do in my lineup here. So I appreciate your patience. I really, I was afraid it was going to sell out, but at least they're going to bring it back. Okay, so that's the updated on the Haunted Home kit. And then what else do we have coming? Oh, changing leaves. So I'm actually working behind the scenes, trying to get these kits out. I have to get them out before the end of the month. The changing leaves, this bundle, which we're going to use for fall, but I actually also used it for my Shy Shamrock in Color Club. So I'm finishing up that class right now. But that's some product that I am hoping to work with publicly soon. And then I also have this one. So this is product that's going to be coming out with the new holiday catalog. So our mini September to December 2024 catalog, there is a suite in there called Nests of Winter, and all the goodies are right in here. And I plan on working with this in the coming days as well. So I know that that's a lot, but that is the update. So there will be more coming. I can't wait to do like the Christmas versions of this, and it's just going to be fun to work with this one. For those of you who go apple picking, this More Than Autumn is also going to be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful for that. Now, there's another thing that Stampin' Up! Announced today. I don't want to show it on the video because even though I called and even though they said I could share it, I was afraid to put it in a public video. So if I see other people doing it, then I'll jump back on, but I'm too nervous to do it. But there is a brochure that just came out. Demonstrators were able to see it. I am having difficulty getting it uploaded. I'm having difficulty getting the PDF uploaded to my email. I am going to have to figure out some sort of a workaround. The file is too big. But they released a scrapbooking brochure that is going to launch on September 4th, along with the mini catalog launch. But they turned this scrapbooking information around so quickly and they produced the product so quickly, they didn't have time to get it into our mini catalog. So as soon as I can figure out how to share the brochure with my customers and everybody, I will do that. And I'll follow up on it depending on what we can and can't show. So I did check with demonstrator support and they said I could share it, but I was too nervous to go through it in a video until I know it's okay. I just got to try to get it in writing first. So if I can, I will. And if I can't, just know that that scrapbooking brochure is fabulous. It is fabulous. It's going to have 4 different scrapbooking kits in it. One is fall, one is Halloween, into our like holiday Christmas. So the fall and Halloween, for those of you who love it as much as I do, you are going to be so genuinely excited. There's no pre-order on it for demonstrators, but I'll definitely be showing it as soon as I can get my hands on it. So that will launch to everyone, demonstrators and customers, on September 4th. And I will have more information coming about the brochure soon. Okay. So thank you so much for reaching out to me, for asking me how I'm doing, for checking on Paper Pumpkin. This is why there's no alternate. And just know I am trying to work out a different live schedule so that I can sort of get back to doing this a little more consistently once we're settled with school. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you guys again in the next video. All right. Bye-bye.